don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hello! Welcome back to Mike's Bikes. Today was a great morning, so I said, why do I have to drink my coffee in the house while I can drink my coffee here? So, as a change, I brought my bike, I brought my stuff, I brought my coffee. I have a thing about good coffee, and I brought this. Okay, somebody will wonder, what the heck you need the silicone spray on the mountain? Hold on, let me pour a cup of coffee and I will tell you why. Cheers, this is perfect. I have a thing about good coffee. I have a thing about good things in life, mainly. I like very much quality stuff that I can afford. Okay, and I'm not messing with the family's budget. So, today, I'm gonna let you take a peek on my balcony today. This beautiful place has been my riding around for the past year. I'm a person that comes from islands, meaning my parents and even my wife's parents are coming from islands, and usually we went to the sea. I mean, Greece is very famous for the sea. But Greece is very nice on the mountains also. And this mountain, the mountain of Parnitha, is very close to Athens, and it is unexplored. It's something like 4 million people living in Athens, and very few of them are visiting the place here. Very few. From one side, it stays pristine. The few people that come here appreciate it and preserve it, though at times, especially with the lockdown, with the COVID, most people were trying to find a way out, and they were coming here and they were littering and all the stuff, but now the lockdown is over and sadly this is quiet again, which means people are not coming to enjoy the mountain. They're sitting around in coffee houses sipping coffee. Okay, coffee is good, but do something else with your life also. Okay, let me sip my coffee and let me explain you why I have my silicone spray with me today. It's a surprise. So, why do I have the silicone spray with me? This is a standard silicone spray. I won't show the brand, although it might seem. I'm not sponsored by any of these guys. I buy all of my stuff. And what I wanted to discuss and give you some tips is about bike maintenance. You visit the mountain, especially now in the summer, it's full of dust, and dust is very notorious for eating up your bike. With the supply chain lockup with COVID, you can't find any parts, let alone bikes. So, what parts of the bike suffer the most? First of all is your stanchions. That's one thing. Then is your back shock, and last but not least, your dropper. For those you have, for those you haven't, get one. It's perfect. The greatest upgrade you can do on a bike if you do trails. So what are we gonna discuss today? As I said, dust gets in the seals here, and as the fork moves up and down, it goes straight into your stanchion and your boot of the fork. So it lays and stacks with the on the seal, and as your fork goes up and down, it eats up your stanchions and it scratches it, and it makes it work shitty. One thing that I have managed to do and keep my forks and my shocks in a good condition over time, apart from regular servicing, you can do something in between. So what is it? after each ride, you go home, you wash your bike, always wash your bike, don't leave it like city, especially like me, which I keep it in the house. My wife puts up with me having a bike in the house, so I'll do her a favor and I'll keep it very clean. So after your bike is crystal clean, wipe the stanchions and drop some silicone spray there. I know there are many videos on YouTube that they recommend to use fork oil. If you don't have fork oil, I personally prefer the silicone spray, which also moisturizes the seals, and that's very good and keeps them very tight so that you don't have air and oil escape. Let me show you how it's done. So for this purpose, get some clean paper, a paper towel, and get your silicone spray. What you need to do is, first of all, to cover with a towel your fork. Be careful. If this falls on your brake discs, forget your brakes. You are doomed. Be very careful. So put it here so as to protect it. Give it a good shake and spray a bit on your stanchion. This will work its way towards the stanchion, and do that on the other way also. You don't have to use a bucket load, just a bit will suffice. And what do you do next? You take your bike, hop on it, press the front brake firmly and start working on the fork. Doing that will let the silicone spray reach the scraper and the seal, and as it goes up, it will bring up all the dust. Then you take your clean paper and you give it a good wipe, working upwards. This was already cleaned, and what I did is I pedaled up the road for 3.5 kilometers, around 2 miles, and look, I don't know if it's visible, should be, all this dirt was accumulated by a 2-mile ride. Let me do the other stanchion, let me wipe it well. Before you go riding, give it a very good wipe, because silicone attracts dust. You don't want to mess with your bike, you just want to do it better. So let me do the other stanchion and let's move to the back shock. For the back shock, I have another tip. Because gravity does not help, what you need to do, bring your seal up, take your silicone spray and spray on top of it, so that the silicone is going to be held up by the o-ring, and as you work the bike and the shop and the suspension, the silicone spray will reach the seals. The same goes for your dropper post. Perfect. Well, that was the tip of the day. I hope you found it useful. It's very good to have your bike maintained well. It functions as it is, and it might get you out of a nasty situation. So today I didn't do all this driving and riding to show you how you maintain your stanchions. Today I'm here to ride trails also. All right, Xylokopos trail. It's been a while. It's a very nice trail. It has been dug up somehow again by enduro bikes, by dirt bikes. It has some braiding here that you can go ahead. It's a very nice trail. Το μέσο στο φοντέν. though it's been a while, for sure it needs pruning. Whew. I've been whipped. I've been whipped by the Flora. Let's continue to the Corkscrew. Corkscrew is a very nice trail with not many changes in elevation. This means that if you want to go fast, you need to use your legs other than standing. But it's a nice school of a trail. Take care though, as it is a bit loose, but it teaches you how to go fast. Great one! And that was it for today. Well, the wind has started to pick up now. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm out in the clearing. That's one good thing, that when you're riding in the forest, you are protected by the winds. So today it has been a different video. You have seen my veranda, my very nice balcony. I have had my coffee in the best place that I could. I gave you a small tip about how to maintain your stanchions and your rear shock stanchion and your dropper post. If you don't have one, get one. So with that, I'm off towards the car to return home. You know the drill. Ride safe, ride hard, and ride for fun. All the best. See you on the next one.